Hey guys, Sean Hammond with PremierGuitar.com. We are at Winter NAMM 2011, Jesus, 2019. It's 8 years in the making. With our friends from Tsakalis AudioWorks and another great pedal company out of Greece, by the way. Met you guys 4 years ago in Music Messa.
Yes.
It was a magical moment. we got Nikos here, and we got Christos playing guitar. Nikos, you guys have a new pedal for the show. It's called the 6 B.O.D.
Exactly, that stands for Booster, Overdrive, Distortion. And basically, it's a combination of our favorite elements from the legendary pedals Timmy Overdrive, King of Tone, and Blues Breaker, and also the manufacturer and CEO and our boss, Chris. What he did is he removed all the coupling capacitors from the audio path, so the result is a lot more natural, less compressed, and overall more touch sensitive. Plus he inserted an internal voltage doubler, which is engaged with a flip of the switch, and even though you will always be using a 9-volt external power supply, you can engage it so that you have 18 volts for more headroom.
Oh, nice. So, back on the capacitor thing, like I'm totally not a circuit guy, but apparently that is a pretty big deal. Like when you tell people who actually know about circuits that there are no capacitors in the, I guess there are capacitors for the tone knob, right?
Yeah,
but not in the
coupling capacitors. The coupling capacitors.
Coupling capacitors, but to not have any in the rest of it, that's really unusual, right?
I think that's the first time it's ever done, actually. So he's called it capless technology. Yeah.
So that basically means there's a lot more dynamics and headroom, and
exactly.
It responds to touch dynamics a lot more.
A lot more touch sensitive, and there's no coloring from the capacitors in the sound, so there's more respect to the original tone of your guitar, of your actual instrument.
Nice. Okay, so there are 5 knobs. The middle one the middle one is 6 position?
Exactly, it's a 6 position, hence the name. Right. We weren't very creative there. We did everything with the funky fine, and we left out of inspiration.
Now, okay, so we'll get back to that one in a second, but the other controls are?
Yeah, so there's a volume control, there's a gain control, and there's a mood control, which is an overall tone, and there's a high cut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, like the pedal is actually, well, like I said before, it's a combination of our favorite elements from the Blues Breaker, King of Tone, and the Timmy Overdrive. So the overall tone, the mood, is something that you would find on the King of Tone, and the high cut is something that you'll find on the Timmy Overdrive.
So are those only active on those when you have the middle selector set to those ones?
No, they're always active, because actually there is no specific mode that resembles each of the pedals that I mentioned before. Every one of the modes is a blend of the pedals. I will explain. Oh, okay. So the Overdrive 1 and Overdrive 2 modes are a blend of Timmy Overdrive and Blues Breaker.
Oh, okay.
So Booster, Distortion 1 and Distortion 2 are a blend of our favorite, of the Timmy's topology with the King of Tone.
Okay.
And the last mode, which is Overdrive 1 into Distortion 2, is a blend of everything. So there's no specific mode for each pedal. It's, like I said, it's our favorite elements from all of these pedals combined with capless technology, and Chris is tweaking.
Yeah. Okay, and then are there any other modes we didn't talk about yet?
No, these are the 6 modes. Yeah, and every one of the modes can be played. You can use it even at 9 volts or at 18 volts.
Is that what the toggle is?
Exactly, that's what the toggle is.
And I'm guessing the 18 volts just gives you more headroom.
It does, it gives you more headroom, but the cool thing about it is that you don't have to change the power supply. I mean, you can always be using a 9-volt external power supply, and you can get 80 volts with the internal voltage doubler.
Nice. So when we came into the video, Christos was playing in 9-volt mode, and which?
He was playing the Distortion 2 mode at 9 volts. That's actually one of his original songs. And
okay. What are we gonna hear next?
Now we're gonna go to the Booster mode, and we're gonna start at 18 volts, where it's more difficult to break up.
Should we hear the bypass sound first for some context?
And that's 9 volts. so that was the booster mode, first at 18 volts and then at 9 volts, which is easier to break up. Okay, so that's distortion, or that's overdrive 1 at 18 volts. And that's 9 volts. At lower volumes, the difference between 9 volts and 18 volts are more apparent in the booster mode at lower volumes. But if we go to higher volume settings, then it again gets more apparent in every mode. So that's overdrive 2, 9 volt setting. That's 18 volts. Overdrive 1 and Overdrive 2 are a blend between the Timmy Overdrive and the Bluesbreaker, along with Chris's tweaking capless technology. So now we're going to Distortion 1 at 18 volts. Now we're going to Distortion 2, which is basically Distortion 1 but beefier.
Okay.
And for the final mode, it's Overdrive 1 into Distortion 2, 18 volts.
Sweet, nice playing, man.
Thank you, man, dude.
Nikos, how much is this going for?
This retails at $239 US.
Cool. You want to tell people where to go online to find out more?
You can go on www.tsakalisaudioworks.com.
Sweet.
And that would make us very happy.
Thanks, guys. It would make us very happy if you to go to premierguitar.com after that, too.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Later.